Yeah, this your boy 2D, the Southern President. You're not tuned in to the Rap Analytics Show, you know what I mean? Let's get it. This is the Rap Analytics Show, and I'm putting rap in the figure four. If you ain't on this on the internet, then tell me what else is you looking for. Presidential word to giving insight. Young Nino keeping shit tight. Either gave you an invite, and Kooley be talking on big mics. You in the right place for your mind. You in the right place for your grind. You in the right place for your music. You in the right place for your time. Cause I ain't never gonna waste mine. And since we got you tuned in, now it's time to start the show. And the real shit begins. The end. Yeah.
Y'all know what it is, man. Let's get into it. Y'all know what it is, man. It's your boy, man. Rap Innovators, man. We do the podcast every Friday. Tap in, man. Dope artists in the building every time we do it. When I say, man, who else is in the building?
Hey, man. It's Kooley D, Mr. March 4th. You know who it is. But if you don't, you better find out. You feel me? Hey, man, it's a good Friday, man. Happy Friday to everybody. Blessings. We got a lot to talk about. Who else we got in the building?
Man, you already know what's going on, man. Ethan in the building, man. Stop playing with yourself, man. I'm in the cut today, bleeding, chilling. I'm in the back, man. But hey, we in the building. Happy Friday to everybody, man. And we finna get into it.
Man, when I say, man, the artists we got in the building today, man, actually, like I said, we met them a couple weeks ago, man. When I say 14th annual Atlanta Hip Hop Day, man, interviews is coming out. So everybody that was tapped in on that, man, definitely stay tuned. Shit is popping right now. It's going crazy. But when I say we had to get these guys on the show, they actually reached out to us. And we love the goddamn, when I say the live performance was crazy, the interview was crazy. That interview still coming up for you guys, too. I can't wait for y'all to see that as well. But we was fortunate enough to get them in the building, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Rap Analytics always fucking with the best and the dopest artists in Atlanta, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Let me let it introduce themselves, man. Who we got in the building today? Let's get into it.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's Pro, you know what I'm saying? One half of the Rap Innovators.
It's Mark Smooth, you know what I'm saying? K, the Latin Soul brother, we out here, man.
When I say, bro, Latin and soul, man, you see what I'm saying, man? They go together. They go together. Unity up front, man. When I say, man, again, man, I was able and fortunate enough, me and my guy was able and fortunate enough to be able to see them live performance, man. When I say that the music is crazy, the live performance is crazy. When I say, man, these are two artists y'all definitely need to tap in. This is actually one group y'all need to tap in. When I say I want to start from the beginning, man, I want my people in our face to be able to get to know you guys and know to start in the beginning. So, where you guys coming from? Talk to us.
Shit, so originally, I'm originally from New York, and I ended up moving, down south, when like 10 years old, and so when I came to the block, we call it the neighborhood, we called it the block. I met my man Pro, and we started hooping. That was the first love. It was hooping, you know what I mean? And then it was war.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all was at war.
We was at, you know what I'm saying? It was but it was always like, iron sharper iron type, you know what I'm saying? And that's what it was, you know what I mean? And later on,
Who used to win?
Hey, and he had some days. I had some good days. I had that Kobe fade. You know what I'm saying? I had that Kobe fade away. You know what I'm saying? Lefty. You know what I mean?
He was too slow. That's what it boiled down to.
That's easy day. You know what I'm saying?
Carlos Booth.
I was a lot smaller too, so you know what I'm saying at that time. You know what I mean?
So y'all started as rivals on the court.
Yeah, I mean,
on the court playing ball.
I mean, not only that. I mean, my parents, they were looking for a crib, and they found this one house, and we lived in at the time we lived in a rough neighborhood, you know what I mean, and my mom wanted just out of that, so it was like the first house that we ever been, so it's like it was a transition from like the hood to the suburbs, and I met him outside. My parents, we didn't even move in yet. They were just coming. We were just coming to look in, to the house, and I seen him, his whole family. Shouts out to the family, and literally next door, You know,
That's dope. That's
next
dope.
door. Our parents still live next door to this day. Yeah,
That's dope.
Shout out to our parents, man.
Hey, I mean, shit. Talk to me. I mean, he said he was goddamn mumbling on shooting the J on your ass. Boy. Talk to me. Talk to me. How you, I mean, how, in your opinion, how y'all linked up, and what was that first experience? Right, him pulling up on you. Talk to me.
Nah, I mean, it was just like he said, you know what I mean? As soon as he came up, it was all love, you know what I mean? And me, personally, I was growing up, and yeah, he called it the block, but the people that I grew up with, it was nothing but females on the street. Which it wasn't a bad thing, you know what I'm saying?
There was a lot.
Not at all.
But
not at all.
at the same time, it's like they my sisters type shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I look after them when we go to school, you know what I'm saying, make sure they straight. So it was really like that for most of, you know what I'm saying, as I was coming up. So when he came, I was like, all right, finally, you know what I'm saying? If I want to go hoop, play ball and stuff, shit. So that's really kind of how everything gelled at first. And there's people mad cool, bro. Like, they be throwing parties, you know, Spanish parties. I be going
Puerto Ricans get down, man.
I ain't mad at you. Invite just being invited to one. I mean,
Absolutely.
did y'all going to school together? Did y'all end up
same
high school? I mean, same school?
Well,
Give us that transition. Like.
Y'all went to school here?
We went to school out here.
What school y'all went to? Shout them out, man. Shout them out.
Shoot, man. Shout out to Chapel Hill.
Chapel Hill.
Chapel Hill High School. Shout out to New Manchester High School. You know, I went to two high schools. New Manchester. Well, so we lived over there in Douglas County towards the west side of Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? So
that sounds like doing this prime.
yeah, you know, so that's where we was at. You know, I live in East Point now. But I mean, it's it's the west side outskirts of it. You know, what I'm saying, the metro area. So
They be trying to be like Atlanta.
I mean, I'm in East Point now, so that's where I'm at. So I'm at, and we're doing our thing out there, but just being just the unity, man.
No, I mean, shit. The reason why I asked that because I wanted to kind of transition into to see like going to school together. That kind of, I mean. Was easy because I know back when I was going to school, rapping and things like that, freestyle battles and things like that was happening. So was that somewhat what was going on?
Well, I mean,
and that's at the same time.
So
and then that nigga eat your ass up.
Yeah, I mean, we used to battle.
There was always battles on the bus.
Because it was more than just me and him.
Yeah.
There was others.
And
you know what I'm saying?
One of those where it was like you be trying to sit in your seat and hide because you know niggas is going.
Yeah.
Like you have people that try to sit down and look straight for it, like, oh, better not talk about my ass. And I'm coming straight for them edges.
I mean, did it start off in those freestyle circles? Or?
In the bus, it was in the bus. It was in the bus. So I'm like 2 years older than Pro. So I was with a couple of certain age group. But once we was in the bus all together, there was a lot of everybody. It was all free game, and he would rap, I would rap, my other mans would rap. And that that's where it started. And just in the bus, and and then. After that, he ended up getting this keyboard. Okay. Which he still got.
Talk about
the keyboard, man.
Talk about the keyboard. How'd you get it? Was it a birthday gift?
Nah.
How'd you come across the keyboard that changed your life? I seen Hustle and Flow. So the crack ass on that keyboard. The nigga said, talk to him about your keyboard moment.
Nah, it was more so one of those, so I grew up in church, right?
Okay.
You know what I mean? So in church, I was always, the one playing instruments. So I'd be on the keys sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Or I'll switch over and I'd be on the drums, you know what I'm saying? Just depends. Yeah.
So music was already on.
Oh,
yeah. I got you.
Absolutely.
So it was one of those types. So, somebody that was at my church and he was like, I see what you're doing type. He gave me this keyboard. And so from there, I just went off. I'm in my room, you know what I'm saying, cooking up whatever. And this man would come over here, we would be freestyling, and it would be like, in the early days, I look back at it now, and I'm like, yo, that was really composition. You know what I'm saying? But at that time, I'm just,
playing. Just playing around. We're not thinking about it.
And there's some dope vibes, and there's some shit that we probably recorded, you know what I'm saying? Sound good to the
Y'all got some old tracks.
We got some demos of our first project. We got some demos, man. Yeah, like, just in the vault, man. Like, I mean, we started off with like basic Pro Tools. Like, I mean, just basic. Like, I mean,
Pro Tools first.
yes. Like,
Y'all
Shout out to those
shout out, yeah,
The free version.
yeah, right.
Tools were popping, but you had to be a little bit upper echelon.
That was
Yeah, I
With
mean,
the Fruit Loops.
yeah.
right.
The free program,
Yeah.
the sample version.
That was, yeah.
Y'all remember that? Nigga was
I know
making
about, that was,
B4L tracks off there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, okay. So I didn't want to get too way far off because I definitely want to get
But
the journey.
I just when y'all basically connected, tell about that real like synchronization. Y'all say, okay, let's do this for real. That's what I want to get to.
Well, to be honest, me personally, I'm a real student, a product, you know what I'm saying, of this hip hop shit. You know what I'm saying? I grew up listening to, Nas, Tribe Called Quest, Wu-Tang Big, all that, down to the 80s, to KRS-One, to Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, I just listened to everyone. I mean, everyone from just that whole golden era to Run DMC and so on, even to the latest. And that's what that's what I represent. That's what I'm giving out. You know what I mean? Like my man Pro said one time, you're a reflection of what you listen to.
Okay, that's pretty dope.
You know what I mean? And that's what the Rap Innovators also represent. You know what I'm saying? Because, and of course, he come from a different background, but musically. But it was the same. It's the same love that we, yeah. Because mine was more New York. I was listening to a lot of that. And when I came down south, it was a whole different movement.
I told you, my parents were spiritual.
But I loved it though. I loved it because Atlanta was giving something different. To in hip hop, I was a big fan of Outkast,
Tell 'em.
big fan of T.I., big fan of Luda.
Yeah.
Everybody in
That's what I
Atlanta
was
sounded
listening to.
different at that era specifically. I love Jeezy. I love him. Come on, man. And I'm you know what I'm saying? All the guys, the Dungeon Family, all that. Like I love that. So that, that energy. You know what I'm saying? And it's very soulful here.
Yeah.
That's what I love. You know what I'm saying? It's the unity. Everybody, New York was like that before. It's not like that anymore.
No, I definitely definitely get into that conversation as far as where the divide happened between New York and hip hop, because that once they were like you had to go to New York.
It was the
Mecca of hip hop.
Right.
Although things have changed. Pro, I definitely want to get into just a little bit because you say you grew up a little bit spiritual.
Yeah.
So how was it trying to fit that hip hop in with the spiritual and finding your own way? So, talk to us, Pro. Talk to us.
So I mean, I think it was one of those where like I always had the love for it, but kind of like how he grew up, listening to those guys that he named. You know what I'm saying? Of course, shouts out to them. I love all of them the same.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, since growing up, I did. My parents didn't let me listen to that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I did as I got older. You know what I'm saying? I was in middle school, high school. And then I kind of took my own way. I'm like, okay, I fuck with Joe. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Chance. I go back. I do my research. Okay, I fuck with Big Pun. You know what I'm saying? All that. So it's more of like gelling my genuine love for music, you know what I'm saying, into this craft. You know what I'm saying? That's why, he go by Mark Smooth, the Latin Soul Brother. You know what I'm saying? I go by Pro the Wondrous Child. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you never know where this shit might go. You know what I'm saying? I can take it, there and, be real with you. You know what I'm saying? Or we could take it a different direction, put some melodies on it. You know what I'm saying? Put some cadence on it. You know what I'm saying? Just how Three Stacks did. You know what I'm saying? Just how you get with Lauryn Hill, where you get the yin and the yang.
You get the knowledge with the good music and it's lyrical and soulful at the same time.
Yeah.
I mean, type of music, like I said, that creates and evokes emotion within just hearing it and listening to it. That's the type of music that actually moves crowds and actually move countries and actually change wars. You feel me? That timeless music. I mean, shit. So, bro, my question just, I'm gonna ease off. What was the first hip hop record you heard that you was able to sneak in and slide and that, you know what? I'm gonna fuck with this. I ain't gonna tell them, but I'm gonna fuck with this. Talk to me. You know the first record.
So as far as like just listening to it, I always was listening to it because you know you always say the PKs be the worst ones. So my mom was a preacher, which obviously already made me kind of like on the wild side. You know, so it wasn't like I'm just not listening to that. Like ever since I'm young, I'm always you know in tune to what's going on. But as far as I would say, what made me fall in love with hip hop, you know what I'm saying, was when my man's right here, and I'll tell him to this day, he know what I would say, when he showed me Dancing with the Devil. You know what I'm saying?
Give us that record.
Yeah.
So that's shouts out to Immortal Technique.
Oh, Immortal Technique.
Yeah.
Immortal
Okay.
Technique,
Yeah,
yeah. So shouts out to my cousin Papito, you know, from the Bronx. You know, he's the one that put me onto that record. You know what I'm saying? So that it was storytelling.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm into the Nas.
And the thing about Immortal Technique that I've noticed, I'm not too familiar with that particular record, but he also gives you history, he also gives you knowledge.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
actually
yeah.
listen to his music,
Yeah.
like everything he's saying is true, and you can actually go
Look it up.
Actually what he's saying. So I mean, I definitely fuck with that.
He's smart.
He's definitely a smart artist, very intellectual artist, and like I said, I'm definitely a fan of his music. Not familiar with that particular record, but
Yeah.
that open you up.
It's a crazy ass song.
The
It's
reason
a
why
crazy
I say
song.
that is because it made me fall in love with the genuineness of the music. You know what I'm saying? How you can take what you're going through in life and really paint a picture that somebody else can follow. You know what I'm saying? Not even to the point where you watch it on TV. All you gotta do is listen, and you can vividly see what he's talking about. You know what I mean? So that's why you know our foundation is what it is, because it's built off of those principles. Where it's like, yo, you gotta listen to this and you gotta see what's going on. It's not like a bunch of smoke and mirrors and beats and you know, like no. When you hear this shit and it comes together, you like, oh shit, like I can see what they talking about. You know what I'm saying? It's not background. It's like, yo, you gotta listen. You know what I'm saying? Then you gonna see.
Definitely got that. And it's like I said, man, I'm definitely a fan of the music. Y'all need to check it out. Like, definitely check out the music. Like I said, when the storytelling is picturesque, like you actually visualize what's going on. The stage presence is crazy. I'm gonna stop right there. Let me get back into it. You spoke of foundation, and I'm gonna get into the foundation. What was that conversation like between you two guys when you say, you know what, I think me and you need to do this. We need to take this shit serious and see what we can do with this shit. What was that conversation? What was that event like? What was that moment like? What was going on during that time?
So my man Pro was actually about to leave for the military.
Damn, okay.
He actually it starts there. I mean, me and him always rap together, you know, and you know, from the house, on like I said, in the bus and things like that. But it was one of those, like, it came to me on some, you know, I remember it was at nighttime, you know, we was on the block talking, and you know, and I was telling him, like, we should do something. This is something.
Okay.
I think we have something. I really felt that, like, genuinely felt that. You know, and you know, like I said, this is my brother for almost 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I grew up with this man. You know, I could close my eyes and trust this man. You know what I'm saying? So I told him, you know, we should do this. You know, we didn't, you know, we didn't come up with the Rap Innovators yet. I didn't even think we had our names. You know what I'm saying? We just knew what we wanted. You know what I'm saying? And it started there. When he ended up leaving to the military, you know, we've always stayed in contact. Always stayed in contact. And I think that was also the beauty of it, you know, because those first two projects that we did, I was here in Atlanta and he was over where he was at.
Like 2,000 miles different.
Y'all was sending records
Say,
like
you
that?
know, and then we eventually came where I came. You know, I kind of shot out towards the West Coast, towards El Paso, New Mexico, out that way, going that way. And you know, he was out there. We was at a studio. Shout out Beacon Hill. You know, that they also worked with.
home studio out there.
And his at-home studio, he already had the setup. He had the setup. You know, he was already working with people over there while I was working with some people in Atlanta.
That's
So
really what kind of started the foundation too,
Yeah.
to what we building into.
when we
now.
came in.
I mean, so it's always been, like I said, so, okay, before I jump ahead of that, what was that, when he came to you and told you, like, bro, I think we need to do this shit together, I ain't got no name for us, we ain't got no name, but I feel like we got something. How did you experience that? How did you take that? Because you was leaving at the time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give my people the journey, bro.
Yeah.
You said you was leaving at the time, so I mean, tell me what
Which
was
is
that?
crazy.
Into what branch?
F4.
Before?
Yeah, gotta claim that.
They pay
Way
good
better
over
than the
there.
rest
They
of
good.
them. For real. Nah, but I mean, when he came to me, you know what I mean, I just, you know, I knew, like, you could feel what's supposed to be right. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, okay, you know what I mean? I'm always looking for what's next. You know what I mean? You can ask my wife, like, I'm always like, okay, I can't sit still. You know what I mean? Like, what's next? I gotta be doing something. And if I'm not, I don't feel right within myself. You know what I'm saying? So it was one of those, it was like, okay, I'm making this move. I'm coming from dependence to independence. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, what am I going to live for? You know what I mean? And it's like, okay, is it going to be this, you know what I mean, where I'm just in the military? Is it going to be I'm working? Do I pursue a career? Or is it going to be something I actually love?
Did you?
You know what I mean?
How'd you join the service? Talk to me. A little awkward.
You know, so I'm
personal.
gonna be real with you, because it's a lot of people out here that love the dream and want the dream, but don't really have no way to pursue it or, you know, push it themselves.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? So that was really my way of saying, all right, I know I want to do this. First of all, I want to be able to support myself and my family. You know what I'm saying? But on top of that, it's like, if ain't nobody else gonna support me, I got to be able to do this shit myself.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So that was really the driving force, because it's like, all right, yo, go in there, do what you got to do, create you a foundation, so that way you can forever get paid, and then from there, make that money fund your dream. You know what I mean?
And that's a dope reason. That's another reason why I asked that question. But the simple fact is, do you think him going into the military kind of put y'all, like you said, on opposite ends, still searching for the same goals, still trading records? Now you got plays over here, and now you got plays over there. So do you think it was destined for it to happen like that?
Destined to shine.
Destined to shine.
Hey, come on, now y'all got a record? Come on, man. What is we doing? What is we doing?
Hey, look, you know, we
2021 and we
2020, you know, we got together. Or really, we was like, we started making our first project around like 2018, where it kind of started. But because of the military and him having to go back and forth, it got to a point where now the rhythm was starting to get a little bit better.
Okay.
And then, you know, he was able to move better a certain way. So was I. You know, I was also, you know, in the streets. I was in and out of jail, getting arrested on some, you know, dumb shit. You know what I mean? But
How long was you selling dope?
I mean, no, I mean, you know, I mean, it ain't.
I mean, just that.
All jokes aside, like, I mean,
It's
it don't. I ain't even. It ain't even on that type of level. You know what I'm saying? I was a hothead.
I got you.
You know what I mean? I was a hothead, getting into fights or, you know, just, you know, yeah, you know, just bugging out. You know, I don't tolerate disrespect. I'm short-tempered. I'm active, you know, and I was always been that. I'm ready to go at any time and, you know, anywhere, and you know, at the time, you know, that's how it was. You know what I mean? It got, you know, it was, you know, it was getting to the point where I was like, yo, I had warrants. I bounced. I left here, went back to New York. You know, I was doing what I was doing over there, but then, you know, to me, it was like I need to change how I'm moving.
What was that realization moment? Did something happen, or did something hit you one morning that you was like, you know what?
I mean, it's an eye opener. You know, you're 20, you're 21, 22 at the time. You know, not, you know, this is like 2016. You know, and when you're over there, it's different than when you're over here.
Okay.
You know,
Give us a little.
I mean, it's like in the Bronx.
Talking about different coasts.
You know, and yeah, just like, you know, from south and up north, you know, in New York is like, you know, it's different, and you know, it'll eat you up out there.
Okay.
And you know, if you're not slipping, you know, your neighborhoods are, you know, they're war zones instead of just, you know, a place that you call home. You know what I mean? And you know, my mother, you know, regardless of where we lived at, even if it was in the hood, she always made it where it felt like home. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you start thinking about the lessons and the things that your parents would tell you that you wouldn't listen, you know, and then being in trouble with, you know, with the law and all that stuff is like, all right, you know, am I gonna keep doing this shit, or am I gonna actually make something out of myself?
Was it like something that happened? Was it like a turning point?
Situation.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Situation
What I'm
happened.
looking
Yeah, I got locked up. I mean,
Them boys
I got
set me up
locked
one
up.
time.
You know, and, you know, multiple times.
Right.
You know, it was a lot. I was getting locked up. You know, out in and out, violating probation, violating this, going back, and you know, because I didn't care. I was rebellious. I was like, I don't care. I'm gonna come out still, because nobody could tell me what to do. That was my mentality. You know what I'm saying? So once I realized, yo, I can't keep doing this shit. You know, I had to,
Cycle, bro.
It's a cycle. It's a cycle, and I had other peers that were constantly in and out of jail, and you know, and then they ended up homeless. You know, and I was like, I can't do this. I can't do this anymore. So I came back, turned myself in, did what I needed to do. A lot of people won't do that. You know what I mean?
Real shit.
So I turned myself
real
in.
shit.
Shouts out to some of the, you know, the guys that I started out with. You know, they were called DTG, Drama Team Gang. John Chandler, who's part of you know, Innovator Entertainment. You know, shouts out to Zoe Skrilla, Preem Heem, and everybody. You know, they I started with them. You know, they had their little buzz at the time. You know, so that's when I was like, you know, I want to, you know.
Yeah, I said they had
It was crazy because my man Zoe, like when I turned myself in, my man Zoe, he got booked.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, what the fuck you in here for type, you know? So it started like that, you know, we're talking, and I told him, like, I want to get with you in the studio. You know, and I told him when we get out, I was like, hit me up,
Let's lock in.
and let's lock in. I got out first. He's like, I'll give you my word. I got out, and then maybe 2 months later, he called me, man.
Oh, that's
Shouts out to my man Zoe Skrilla for that. You know what I'm
Still
saying?
rapping to this day.
Bro,
We just dropped the record
Oh,
with
so, I
Zoe.
mean, like, it's dope to still have those type of people around and still
Yeah,
still in
yeah.
the circle.
Yeah.
That's friends for life. You can actually trust.
Yeah, it's small world.
Yeah.
Bro,
That's super dope.
we said, bro, I'm gonna take the good boy route. You know what I mean? I'm gonna goddamn sign up, fly to the plane for you, man. You know what I mean? Get that
like
money.
that.
You know what I mean? Get some guarantee.
Y'all
See,
see
like
that?
the man's going through that. Talk to me. What you going
Well, hold
through?
on,
Go ahead.
We'll be right back. We're gonna take a quick little break.
All right.
We're gonna get back to y'all, man, with more from my boys.
Straight
Rap.
like
Give me 5 minutes. Y'all know what it is, man. Rap Innovators. We're taking a call, a little break, and we're gonna get into that. Man.
Word.
How my boy crashed the plane that day. Okay? He put me in 9/11. You know something about it. We back, man. Y'all know what it is, man. It's Rap Innovators. We in the building, man. Stop playing with the game. Podcast every Friday, man. Y'all better tap in, tune in. Man. This is part 2, man. Y'all better tap in. We got Rap Innovators in the building. When I say one of the dopest crews out here moving around these streets, y'all better tap in and pay attention, man. Come on, Ether, talk to me. How you feeling, man? What we going on? What we got going on?
Man, you already know, man. You know, Friday, special guest Friday, man. You know, we always turned up, man. Just happy to be here, man.
That's what I'm talking about, man. So when you crash that plane, and jumped out that bit with the plane, you feel me? You know what I mean? Talk to me. But how we ended off that last segment was definitely talking about you being in the service at that particular time. Your man finding himself, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure it was a journey for you as well. I mean, although you probably went in and out of jail at that particular time, but it had to been a journey for you as well to kind of find your way into, I mean, shit, honestly, back to this music and back to where y'all supposed to be at.
That's why I say, yeah, man, it's all about that balance, you know what I mean? So at the time, you know what I mean, he was doing out there, but, you know, as that's going on, you know, that can't be, like we were talking about earlier, that can't be the cycle.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So it's like, yo, at what point are we going to realize, okay, this shit that we've been doing is not working. You know what I'm saying? So somebody has to find a way out of this shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's, you know, that's why I feel like, you know, the role that I play. You know what I mean? And it's not on, you know, no cocky shit like that. It's just on some, yo, there has to be a level head so that way this shit can go to the next level. You know what I mean? So that's really where the foundation of Innovator ENT came from. You know, because like he said earlier, you know, he shouted out DTG, you know what I'm saying? He was in the studio with them, you know, while I was out there, you know what I'm saying? Some of the dope artists from around our area that, you know, was really putting in work at that time. You know what I'm saying? So it's all love to them, but it's like you said, while he was doing that, I'm out there building another foundation, you know, running into other like-minded artists that are dope, you know, that just need a chance to be heard, need a chance to formulate what the talent that they got in their mind, put it on paper, put it on wax, and release it to the world.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? So that's really where I came in. So it's like, yo, if ain't nobody gonna do this, I gotta do it. So, you know, we set up the studio, set up the in-home studio, you know what I'm saying? Had people coming through, you know what I'm saying? Making sure, you know, if they wanted to lay some shit, if they wanted to get something off their chest, yo, pull up, you know what I'm saying? I got you. You know what I'm saying? And at the time, I was DJing out there, You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm already at parties or whatever, so,
So
I'm
you
knowing.
already in the mix.
Yeah, so I'm knowing who's talented, you know, who's out here, who's actually putting in the work. You know what I mean? So, and that's like, you know, really the foundation of why we wanted to start Innovator Entertainment. It's like, yo, we coming in contact with so many dope people. Why not all come together and do this shit and take it to the next level?
So it started off as a duo, as a music group, but also grew into other things as well to be able to help other artists as well.
Yeah.
Kind of bring those to the table, kind of collab and
It starts,
make those
yeah.
shit. Talk to me.
It starts, so yeah, it starts with me and Pro. I mean, you know, we're the rap duo. Everybody else that's a part of the Innovator Entertainment, what I love about everyone is that everybody has their own identity. You know, we have producers, we have R&B singers, we have other MCs, you know, and we got affiliates, you know what I'm saying, that just, you know, that been just, you know, fuck with us, you know, from day one, you know what I'm saying, from before all this, you know,
I mean,
so.
you got a couple people that, you know what I mean, people not knowing that y'all really are already fucking with. I mean, some of those people, I mean, you mentioned a couple pro area people in that area. If y'all not familiar with that, y'all better tap in.
Yeah. Shouts out to Pro Era.
On that journey of y'all making those music, running to these type of people, building those relationships, how important it is to be able for y'all to grow. Talk to me. How important was that? And I don't want to skip far ahead too hard because I do want to go back because there was a point where y'all two, you was on this side, you was on that side. What was that motherfucking reunion was like? You know what I mean? So there is two questions. So we can start with that one because I'm pretty sure my people want to know from listening to y'all's story. Like, what was that reunion like? Because you was on this side, you was on that side, y'all came back together. What the fuck did that mean like? So let me start there.
So I'll take it. You want to take it?
Go ahead, dude.
What the fuck was y'all at?
Somehow.
Magic City. Go ahead.
So we call it boot camp, you know what I'm saying? So like I was saying.
Oh no, you telling about the first session from the first project.
Yeah.
Boot camp was the second one.
Fuck it. Boot camp. Because it's important to how we at where we at today.
I got
You know what I'm saying? So at the time I had already, you know, set up and everybody's coming through. So it's like, yo, we had already had the foundation set up. So as soon as he came out, we only had a week.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So he comes, really, it was probably like, what, 4 days?
We did it. We
Probably like
5
4
days. It took 5 days exactly.
To do one project. Like, we had
did.
to, like...
So you flew out too when y'all put together a project.
The first project, he came to Atlanta. He came to Georgia, and we did, and we started off. We started because it was funny because we started off. We did it in my mom's garage. We did that, you know, and it was funny because like, you know, my mom went. You know, it was late at night. My mom was asleep. Where we was right under them. You know what I'm saying? So it was like we're rapping like at a certain level, you know. So, but you know, when he came back again, which was towards that 2019, you know, he was here for like that whole week. Took us 5 days. He was here for like about 7-8 days.
Y'all put together a project in
5 days.
How many records on that project?
We had between skits and everything.
Skits on there too?
Yeah.
Probably like eight on that one.
About eight tracks, like 8 tracks. You know, but we had about two. We had like 2-3 skits, and then you know, in between songs, you had it was a project, and we called it an EP. But you know, we wanted to show like we can create a body of work, and also at the time because of the style of the hip hop and you know the way that you know of our style of music, you know what I'm saying, we wanted to let people know like don't label us because it has like this nostalgic 90s sound, you know, whatever, you know. Hip hop is hip hop, and you know there needs to be a balance. You know what I'm saying?
That sound is never gonna go away.
And you know, it's not. You know,
sound, and it brings a lot of people back to us. A lot of people that's tapping into that now.
Yeah,
it's pretty dope artists. So it definitely wasn't, you know what I mean, wasn't an off thought to be able to bring that back because that's actually what's popping right now.
Well, the music shifting, bro.
It's
definitely. I mean, you know, that's why you know we laid out most of those. We laid out the majority of those tracks, damn near, because I remember once we laid everything, he went back, and he went to the studio over there. And he laid this one record, which is called Kings and Queens, which is our first like big song That song was played on Shea 45. Shouts out to Shea 45. You know, 2020. You know, right towards the beginning of COVID.
Yeah.
You know, so it was crazy at the time. You know, and we did it. So, but yeah, you know, he went back and he was like, "Yo, I got this record," and he had 2 verses already on it. Like, I mean, he was hungry for it. And I loved it. He sends it to me. You know, I was actually on my way to work. He said, "I'm in the car playing it." I called this man back like, "I need a verse." A week later, so I happened to have to fly to El Paso. 'Cause my sister, she was also in the military, and she lived in El Paso. So I went to go see her. So I went over there, and because between where my sister was at and where he was at, about an hour.
Nah, you can't play studio session.
That ain't nothing.
You know, but like, I came. No, I came to the session. That's what I'm saying. I came over there and ended up to complete that. Like I laid my verse, and the rest was history. That was the end of the tape.
I want to get to that first project, man. Like you said, you flew over, came to Atlanta. Y'all put together this project within 5 days. Can we get that process, man? And where can we find that project? Let's start from the beginning. Why we didn't start from the beginning and get this music, man? I want to get this work, man.
Yeah. So that's the first one. That's the innovative movement. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much where everybody was introduced to who is Rap Innovators and what do they sound. You know what I'm saying?
Did y'all already have the records already pre-recorded? Did y'all already know what y'all was going in there to do, or did he just show up and y'all fucking made it happen? How was it done? Was y'all already exchanging records and putting together that project before he came down?
A lot of our verses was, I mean, we wrote them down. Some of them we wrote on the spot. Most of our verses was written, but the more we kept. I mean, the first day we did 3 records.
Oh man, that's what's up.
And at that time, you know, he was coming to visit, so he had his setup over there. We was paying for studio time. I gave the man like $100. We was there for like 5 hours, knocked out 3 records. You know,
mixed and mastered.
well, he mixed. He had the soft mix. So he had the soft mix, and then, you know, of course, you know, we never go with the first.
Right.
You know, that was always like that. You know, and it was our first project, so it was like, you know, there's a lot of errors that we seen that, you know, but it was an introduction. It was our first baby. It was what, you know, we're just letting y'all know who we are, what we come from, what we represent.
Record on that project. If there was one record on that project that people need to check out, that foundation of y'all first, what would be that particular record?
I got.
And what's the name of the project? Let my people know.
Innovative movement. It's on SoundCloud. That it was on all streaming platform, but it's on SoundCloud. Those are for all the you know, for my Innovative fans that they love to tune in. But what's your favorite?
Shit, I gotta go with Kings and Queens.
Yeah, that's because that was like the main. That was the single, and it was
I think I know what you're gonna say.
Check out Kings and Queens, man.
Yeah, definitely check out Kings and Queens. Check out the video. You know, I mean, we shot a video. It was raw, early video.
Talk to me. You said raw, early video.
It was, but we did it. It was our beginning. But definitely check it out. It still have views on it, so you know.
Was that the first video?
That was our first video. We had no idea. It was our homeboy. He had a camera. Yeah. He didn't know what we was doing, but we did it.
You gotta start from somewhere. That video on YouTube right now.
It's on YouTube right now.
This is what I feel like, and this is why I bring that. Even at the beginning, even those raw videos, even like I say, even when we started, like our shit was raw, uncut. You know what I mean? We learned a lot more since then. But also, I still appreciate that content. I still appreciate that time. I appreciate putting it together.
Absolutely.
And if you really fuck with me and you click something here, 10 years from now, you're gonna
know.
You're gonna have to. So that might be the raw cut video for y'all. The niggas gonna have to tap in eventually.
You know, I loved it for what it was, though. I loved it, and I still do. You know, but you know, you cringe.
Yeah.
But you know, but the song itself, the message, you can't deny the message we was pushing up. Shout out to all the kings and the queens in this world.
So that's the one you're going with too.
Well, that's an obvious one, but bringing the soul is one of my favorite ones. It was where I felt like I was just You know, I'm a big Tribe Called Quest fan.
Let's go.
You know, shouts out to them. R.I.P. Fife. You know, I'm big fan of the native tongue. So I was really in my Q-tip bag in that, like, you know, and I just, but like I bringing the message. You know what I'm saying? It was bringing the message. You know, about it. You know,
bringing a message with melodies and soul
And,
at the same time. Catchy vibe.
Absolutely.
It's undeniable. You know what I mean?
I have to also throw Good Die Young. Good Die Young was definitely a great record. I recommend anybody, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to all the fallen rappers, you know what I'm saying? You know, and that was basically what we was also discussing, and also discussing about some of the homies that we also lost in the block, and you know, I know there's people that can relate to certain, you know what I'm saying? You know, and you know, we go through tragedies and you know all that stuff, and that's what that song's about. So it's definitely shouts out, man. Shouts out to John Chandler, who was also on the record. Chess, who was also on the record. You know what I'm saying? Definitely.
Anybody else? I mean, are those people that's still in the crews?
My man. Shouts out John Chandler. He part of the definitely the collective. You know, Innovator Entertainment. You know, my boy Chess. He having a hiatus, but my man out there, he working.
Okay.
My man working. You know what I'm saying? But he does his own thing. Shouts out to him. You know. You know, we had shouts out to Dream Life, you know, for the producers, you know what I mean? It was our early project, you know what I'm saying? We Pete Rock, DJ Payne, you know what I'm saying? Dilla. You know, we've always loved, we've always started off with our first, like I said, our first demos that we started with were Dilla beats.
Those are some top producers, bro. How'd y'all make y'all way into some Dilla beats on y'all first? You know what I mean? Come on now. Who we know?
Just searching.
What the number is? What the number?
Just go onto the internet, you know, YouTube. You know, it's just we wanted to make records, you know, with our favorite producers over the tracks, you know, just give some at the beginning, just give something familiar with, you know, something that's familiar to the people.
I got you.
But when they hear us, they're like, oh, okay, you know, let's hear their story, you know? Because, you know, I can honestly say, you know, we represent, you know what I'm saying? We're that product of this hip-hop shit, you know, we love it.
That too, but also, like I said, the music is just it's not set to one region.
No.
I can't just call it Atlanta music. I can't just call it East Coast music. I can't just call
That's
it
because
West
you
Coast.
got New York artists sounding like they from down here.
Yeah,
you got
and vice
artists down
versa.
Here sound like they from the West Coast. And
It's a universal thing now. Hip hop is a universal thing. You know, I'm my origins come from, you know, up top, but you know, Rap Innovators started in Atlanta. Rap Innovators started here. So that's what I'm repping. You know what I'm saying? You know, Prodigy, rest in peace. You know, he's from Long Island, but he rep Queensbridge. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Queensbridge, everybody, Nas and all of them. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So it's like it's not always where you're from, it's where you at. Yeah. Like I said, like Rakim, you know what I mean? But you know, it also has that influence. You know what I'm saying? Because all those guys influenced me as much as they influenced him. You know what I mean? And you know, and our parents, like I said, our parents. You know, their music choices. You know, they come from different, you know, music. You know, like I'm Puerto Rican. You know, so we play, you know, they play salsa music, merengue, bachata, and, you know, reggae, and that's, you know, a lot of bass and rhythm, and, you know, when I come to that.
soul music.
It is. But that's where the Latin soul comes from, you know what I'm saying? Watching my father and my uncle, you know what I'm saying? Just watching that. I mean, you know, they put me onto all those 70s classics of salsa music and all that, you know. And you know, before I started rapping, that's what I was doing was salsa music. I started off with that, you know what I mean? And I started rapping after.
Start rapping on some salsa.
Well, I was actually singing. Singing. You know, word to everything. Listen, back in. I'll tell this funny story. And you can, like he said, you catch me in the window. I would have my window open. And I'll be out there singing loud. Everybody be outside on the block. They listening. Like they're like, yo, close your window. But I was in it. But you hear all the percussions. You hear all the percussions and all that stuff. Like, you know, I know how to play the Congo drums. You know what I'm saying? Like I love rhythm.
Is there other? I mean, because obviously, like I say, you come from spiritual family. You know what I mean, PK, like real talk. I mean, so music is within that foundation. So music was in the family.
Yeah.
Definitely know with you.
Yeah.
Talk to me. Was music? Is there other people that does music in your family as well?
Yeah, actually, yeah. My grandfather, rest in peace. Sometimes I feel like it starts with him. He used to, he played the guitar. He also played this. It's also similar to a guitar. It's called a cuatro. Guitar has 6 strings, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, do your homework on that cuatro.
Yeah, the cuatro only has 5 strings. And they're all more so high pitched sounds. He knew how to play all those. He used to sing, and him and my grandma at the church, because my grandparents were, into the church. My father was Catholic at the time. My mother was Christian, so it was different. Everything changed because now, my father's not Catholic no more. You know what I'm saying? But, with the music, it was, my cousin. He ended up rapping, and he's older than me. So what I'm
some
saying?
of y'all came from a similar background, but with different cultures, like on some real shit.
Yeah.
Like does it not though?
Yeah.
Does it not?
It
I
is.
want to get into now here in Atlanta that first project, Flying Boom 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 Boom. Where did the name Rap Innovators come from? Like, cause y'all didn't have that in the beginning. You know what I mean?
Did y'all have a different name?
Nah, I came up with that on. Like I said, I'm a big Tribe Called Quest fan.
Let's go.
There was a song called Motivators on the Beats, Rhymes, and Life album. I want to say it was their 4th album. And there's a part where they say they just threw that word. They just threw the innovator, ghetto mentality and the innovators. They said that, and I heard innovators.
That shit hit different, bro.
Yeah,
He said it to you Sunday, bro. So you know that shit hit different. Yeah.
Some of y'all may really hate us, but we won't be. So all we want to do is rock, And when I just heard that, I was like, yo, innovators, like innovator, like I just, like I wrote it down and everything. I wrote it down, like I just wrote it down, and it was crazy because I was at work. I wrote it down, because I was always listening to my music, and I wrote it down, and then I was just looking at it, and I was like, shit, we rap,
Yeah.
Rap Innovators, and when I think about the name, I wanted to be, I wanted to hit when you hear Tribe Called Quest, De La Soul, Far Side, you hear names like that, so what I started doing as well, I ended up putting rap in front of the Innovator because it's like I know that's what we do, we rap, right? So I also started writing all those group names, Tribe and everybody. Started around my name, kind of just, and to me it just felt like it just stick. It belongs there. It belonged there.
Sold at first.
Nah, you said you wasn't sold at first.
He wasn't sold. He wasn't sold. Yeah, he wasn't. He really wasn't.
Did you have a name? Did you have a name?
Nah,
It wasn't that. It was just like, okay, that's something different. But it's like, I feel like that's how a lot of people may look at it. You know what I'm saying? They be like, yo, what is that? You know what I'm saying? But then as they look deeper, they're like, yo, that shit's kind of growing on me.
I tell you,
I feel you. Same thing happened with us in Rap Analytics.
Yeah.
Brought the name to the table. Niggas was like, what the fuck is analytics? I say, look that shit up, bro. Like,
Look,
analytics is the numbers and the culture and the all the data that you need to be able to assess.
And that's what I was
what
telling
rap
him.
is.
I told Pro, I was like, Pro, what is an innovator?
Yeah, there you go.
What is an innovator? Because, well, like I said, bro, everything has been done under the sun. Everything. For as long as we know, right? So I was like, we're bringing our story. You know what I'm saying? If we're a reflection of what we listen to, let's create that music.
It does.
You know what I'm saying?
It does give you the feel, now that you put it into the context, it does give you that feel of Tribe Called Quest. It does give you that feel of De La Soul. It does give you that feel of, like, this shit mean more than just a name. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I fuck with that. Like, real talk. And like I said, the music do speak for itself, man. Y'all need to tap into that. Y'all need to tap into that. Next project, man. Let's get into that second one, man. Because the second one's a little bit more smoother. We shine a little bit more now. Are you in the city? Are y'all together now?
We still apart.
We're still apart.
Talk to us.
Yeah.
How did that second come? How did that second project come about?
So Destin to shine, you know what I'm saying? After he laughing because we had a time, like the whole week, you know what I mean? We had a time.
But y'all did this for 3 days?
So look, I'm gonna tell you this. right after we wrapped up Innovator Entertainment, our first project.
Okay.
We wrapped it up. I'm going home. I'm flying back to Atlanta now.
Let's go.
Right? I have a 5-hour layover at Denver. I'm listening to a beat. Shouts out to Jay Dilla.
Hey, don't tell me you were home before we started.
I ain't even, bro. I was in there for 5 hours.
Yeah,
5
you got it
hours.
right.
And I started writing.
You got it right.
And I hit him up. Yo. Call him. I'm in the airport. You're rapping. He's like, yo. I said, the next tape has to hit harder than this one.
Yeah.
We haven't even put out the first tape yet.
That's
We was already.
Innovator, but
Yeah.
Innovator.
We was already.
Steps ahead.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm gonna let him take
yeah.
it. I'm gonna let him take it.
So you get the call. He in the
Yeah.
airport. He just left you, bro. We ain't even.
Right.
We ain't
You
even.
got home.
We ain't even. We ain't even got home. We ain't even wrapped up,
Yeah.
packaged, shipped out. Came up with a marketing plan for the first one, and he hit you with the second one.
Yeah. I mean, that's how we
You
are.
ain't telling him, bro. Bro, I'ma call you back.
But he,
Go ahead,
but
talk
he
to
know
me.
like that's always how we move.
Yep.
You know what I mean? We always 3 to 4 steps ahead of what anybody else sees.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like right after the time that we laid that foundation, it was like, okay, now we set the precedent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now everything that comes after this has to be better. You know what I'm saying? We have to grow and we have to elevate. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why we pushing what we pushing now.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Elevate. That's why I feel like that really set the foundation for where we at now. You know what I
We
mean?
wanted to sound
So,
better than the last.
Yeah.
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
man.
So,
and,
I mean,
and even like the single we got, you know what I mean? That's why at any time is our next drop. You know what I mean? Because that's really telling, yo, it don't matter what you see. Like even since we started, we always been 2-3 steps ahead from whatever is getting released. So niggas could really drop a bomb at any time,
Niggas
bro.
like
Like,
Tupac shit, bro. We got 30 in the vault.
Yeah, we got
crazy,
yeah.
Man, we really
because-
pacing this shit out. for you,
You know.
It's crazy because it's not even just us. Like, you know what I mean? We have.
We've
He can't even say it.
we've
Like,
got
man,
we
you
got
can't even say
records
it.
where I'm done my solo stuff
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
other artists. He's done
Like,
his solo
And that's
stuff.
what I want to talk about.
Like
That's what I-
As
separate
well,
tapes
which-
together.
Yes.
You
So
know
that's
what
what
I'm
I get
saying?
into too, because y'all did the first project together, the second project together.
Yeah.
But did y'all also did solo records and shit as well.
Yeah.
I mean, doing solo records, you know, when they say doing solo records or whatever, people start to kind of venture off or whatever. But y'all was able to kind of do solo records and do solo projects and still do joint records and still be considered a group and still come together. Is that just the bond y'all have between y'all, or do y'all feel like it's just something different? That's just what we do.
I mean,
I mean, that's kind of what we stand for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, everybody can be creative in their own right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
you shouldn't have to sacrifice your
whatever
ideas.
whatever you wanna put out, as long as it's genuine, you know what I'm saying? As long as you speaking your truth,
Yep.
do that. You know what I'm saying? If he ever wanna work with somebody, it's never no animosity. I'm not feeling no type of way. Yo, do that. You know what I'm saying? Express that. Because for a lot of us, this shit is therapy. You know
I
what I'm
got you.
saying? And
Right.
you gotta go get that out. This may be the avenue that you gotta
Well,
do
y'all
to
making
take
this
care
shit
of that.
sound deeper than
You
rap.
know what I mean?
Because it is.
This
It
shit
is
deeper
deeper
than
than
rap,
rap. It is. It
This
is.
shit deeper than rap, man.
It is. It is. And we've been. That's something that we always said. This is beyond us.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? We're just the forefront.
No,
You know what I'm saying? Like-
you know what I mean? Got the nigga with the peanut and shit. You feel me? I know you like, what the fuck this nigga talking about? The nigga with the peanut,
Watch
bro.
that call.
You know what I mean? I'm fucking with the peanut, but if I make peanut butter and I ain't here, everybody still gonna eat peanut butter and jelly, bro. So this ain't shit, just ain't for me. I'm really setting up a foundation with the
Yeah.
peanut.
That's not even the same. That's not even the same.
Look,
That's a metaphor. But at the end of the day, basically, like I said, at the end of the day, like, y'all feel like shit, Rap Innovators is bigger than both of y'all.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
That shit, you can't wear that shit by yourself. He can't
Yeah,
wear that shit
yeah.
by yourself. That shit go where you go.
Yeah,
That shit go
yeah.
where he go. So that shit.
You know, because it's
Peanut
like,
butter and jelly, man.
yeah, like, yo, really, I see what you're saying.
It ain't about the nigga who found it, man. Everybody eating off of it.
Yeah.
But you understand what I'm just saying in general. Of course, I'm being over exaggeration to it, but at the end of the day, it sounds like I said, at the end of the day, you trust him to go out, bro. If that shit, if I want to do some shit with you,
Right.
Rap Innovator name still gonna be on that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Whether you doing that bitch dolo, whether you doing that bitch dolo, and that
that's
comes
what
like
it's
I
all
said.
about.
Everything's an extension of what we are, because you know I could be doing my solo shit, he could do his solo shit, but when it comes to Rap Innovators, we both come to the floor. I drop whatever I'm doing
Yeah.
to come attend to this Rap Innovator.
Shit, it
That's
also
first.
sounds like, nigga,
Everything.
even if you just show up, nigga, Rap Innovator name still on there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Still on that
Because
shit.
I'm still repping. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm Mark Smooth. I'm the Latin Soul Brother. I'm the Rap Innovator. You get what I'm saying? I'm a rep that. You know, and it's funny because like when me and him are in the room, in any room where we at, a party, whatever, we make these other people want to rap.
Straight like that.
And I'm just keeping it real.
like
Because we're doing this because we love it. We do it for fun. We're not here showing off to nobody.
Yeah.
I'm not the
You
type
just
of dude
rap.
like, hey, I rap. Nah. You gonna see me when you see me. You know what I'm saying? But we love this shit.
Yeah.
I breathe this shit. I sleep.
That shit a little different, bro. That shit hit a little different, bro.
It's done.
It hit
It's
bro.
different. It's
When
different.
niggas say I breathe, it hit different.
Yeah, man.
Oh shit! I want to get into like what's going on right now because, like I said, y'all out here making noise right now. Y'all doing shows right now. Y'all out here. What's a new project? What can we look forward to? What we got out right now? Because we're three steps ahead.
Yeah,
So give me two.
yeah.
At least give me two. You know what I mean? Give me two of them steps.
I give you a little sneak peek.
What we got popping? What we got popping?
Pretty soon we taking it back to the basics, man.
Okay,
You know
that
what
means
I'm
something.
saying?
That sounds like that means something.
Yeah, we taking it back to the basics. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let y'all do with that what you will. You know what I
So,
mean?
brother, give me a little bit more than that.
Look.
Bro trying to,
I'm with you.
bro
I'm
trying
with
to, you know what I mean? He trying to
mean,
even when the publicists talk.
Because you gotta understand, bro. Like I'm guided, and all our movements we guided by God.
I got you.
know what
Oh,
I'm
that's
saying?
some dope
So
shit.
it's
That's what's
like at the end of the day, we only gonna move how He say move. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter what nobody else waiting on or what nobody else think is coming. But you know, I can tell you this. You know what I'm saying? Within the next quarter, you gonna be getting the taste.
It's gonna be crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
So I got a whole-
You're gonna be getting the taste.
It's gonna,
Okay, this-
And
this-
that's not it. You know, you said give you two steps.
Now go ahead, bro. Give me
Yeah,
two.
you know what
Give
I'm
me two and a
saying?
half for the third. Give me two.
Yeah, so more shows like you said, you know what I'm saying? We got, back to the basics coming, and I'll give you three. We got two more tapes.
Already done. Ready to
We
roll.
got other projects coming. I'm also, I make beats now. I've been learning how to make beats. I'm into the producing. I love producing. Sampling records. That's just I love it. We both started off as DJs. As far as like getting into it, like that foot in the door.
Now that's dope, right?
We both have, shouts out to Freeze, shouts out to DJ Daz.
Let's go.
You know what I mean? Those are our mentors. Those are our DJs. We love them. I don't play about my DJs, man. And those, respect the DJ. That's the foundation to this hip hop shit. It starts off with the DJ. It's nothing. You're nobody. Without the DJ, it starts with the DJ. Those are the
niggas in the side.
you know what I'm saying? Those are the architects. Those are the ones that that really shifted the sound because hip hop. There was a saying that they said hip hop didn't create nothing; it reinvented everything. You know what I'm saying? So that exactly. And
Oh shit! It just sounds like y'all pulled from that era of hip hop where it actually meant something.
yeah.
Storytelling, with the lyricism,
Right, messages.
with the
Yeah.
messages at the same message.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At the same time,
message.
getting that, and like I said, man, hip hop is definitely. Shit, we, bro, that era is going crazy right now. That lane is going crazy right now. So I would have to ask y'all, what lane y'all feel like y'all fit in as far as the type of music y'all creating?
Sound like hip hop.
I'm.
Our own lane.
They say boom
I'm-
back, it was back. What
Yeah.
they say?
You know what? You know what?
Real,
I'm gonna be real. Hip hop is back.
Yeah.
That hip hop is back. That real feeling, that genuine feeling, that organic. I can honestly say that I feel like our generation right now, what's going on is there's a lot more creativity going on. A balance is starting to come.
We have 50 years. Right
We're at 50 years. It's in the air,
Yeah, that's
and
what
people are starting to see the beginning. and what it is, and they're like, okay, yo, you really gotta be nice. You
That's
gotta
why
rap.
everything
You know,
is so hard.
me growing up, you had to be nice.
I feel like in life, like everything resets itself over time.
Yeah.
And I feel
It
like you guys said that. I feel like hip hop is in a recession where it is about the reset.
Yeah.
90% of this shit sound the same anyway.
Yeah.
It does.
I go to the club and I don't know if it's Jeezy, NBA Young,
You don't.
a Lil Baby. I don't know what's playing.
And shouts out to them. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, because it's their art. But like for a perfect example, during like the Bad Boy era, the Biggie, the Mace, the Puffy, and you had that flashy hip hop, that mainstream hip hop, right? And then you had brothers like Black Star, Mos Def, Talib Kweli. That was the alternative of what that flashy stuff was going on. And then that's when cats like Eminem was coming. You know what I'm saying? This is before he got with Drake. You know what I'm saying? This is hip hop's coming in a unity. Then you got some of the what you would call the more seasoned rappers like Common coming in to help some of these guys. De La hosting some of these projects, things like that. You know what I mean? Like, so we're you know what I mean? So Rap Innovators is the alternative of what is going on right now in hip hop of this generation. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Well, that's what we are. You know what I'm saying? And we coming. I'm trying to change this shit.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying?
That's like rock and then alternative rock. And then
but.
You know what I mean? Mainstream.
You can have that because I want to have make a little club record. I would like to, but right now I'm so focused in being just authentically, just genuinely me. Us. Just bringing that real, but but that sound, a quality sound. Now we're not, what I'm saying? Like,
to me, it's more relatable. You feel?
Yeah. I mean,
because back then, like I said, to me, back then, this is the hip hop. I can actually relate to that particular situation, or I can relate to that particular record because I actually experienced that journey that he took me through within that record. Nowadays, I didn't spend $18,000 at the Bellagio. So Drake, I don't know what you're talking about. You understand what I'm saying?
But think about it. What are who are the main conscious rappers that the media pushes?
Yeah.
Cole, Kendrick.
Yeah.
Those have been the same guys for the past 10 plus years.
Joey started off like that.
Joey came in. See, this is why I love Joey. Joey, made me realize I can create this music and not get judged. Because at that specific time, Wayne was popping and everybody wanted to sound like Wayne. Drake, the mixtape Wayne. Yeah. Drake was coming out. Nicki was coming out. All that stuff was coming out. So when Joey came in, it was like, yo, this is me.
That shit
whole different switch.
That music, that first Joey project, bro, that shit literally transported you from 2000 back to fucking 95.
It did.
About that.
Like
we
did.
did.
To that project,
we
that
did.
first Joey project, although that's not the type of music he's making now, and some aspect you still get those elements.
Oh no, his album, the sequel to his first project.
It's a little bit more modern.
It is.
But that particular first Joey Badass project, when I say we was in 2000, and you listen to those records, bro, that shit transports you
back. It did.
You feel like you right there in the block.
It did.
In the goddamn first down jacket.
It did.
Niggas in Atlanta, I don't know what y'all had up north. In the first down jacket, you know what I mean, with the feathers out there, bitch. Couple feathers out there. But like real talk, those type of records, and I feel like y'all make those type of records that can honestly transport you back into a time, a period of being like hip hop. It wasn't about the jewels, the flash, the money. It was about the storytelling and the lyricism and what the fuck we was having a good time. And like I said, I feel like y'all bring that, man, and I said I can't wait. New projects, what we got coming out, man? Talk to me. You give me 2 steps.
Look,
you ain't no dates on nothing.
Back to the basics.
We got back to the basics. Back to the basics coming, man.
That project dropping, and when can we that? Talk to me.
Right now, we haven't put a time. It's coming.
Ain't no date.
It's no date.
It's before the end of the year.
It's definitely before the end of the year because I wanna bang it out on a hip hop 50 note, definitely because I wanna give you the best.
I got you.
Everybody that is a part of it.
Right now,
There's
we pretty much working with other artists, and we got to get
now that we're
everything
networking
together.
with people,
You know what I mean?
now we're usually taking advantage of it.
Yeah.
No, and that's my thing too. I wanted to ask y'all. I know, understand as far as the music, there's other people that y'all working with, because y'all mentioned other artists, other producers, other people that y'all actually got on the team. How important that is for the business to have behind the music? Because y'all got the music on lock.
Yeah.
But the business got to be together. So how's Rap Innovators? Can y'all give my peoples a jewel on the business aspects of this shit too?
Man, get yourself a good team. You know, that's really what it is. You know what I mean? Because
Hungry.
anybody that's ever got to the top level, know they didn't do it by themselves.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So get you solid people that you can trust. You know, you guys, this man, we done went through hell and high water since we started. You know what I'm saying? Messing with, you know, some phony people. You know what I'm saying? Some people that want to do you dirty. You know what I mean? But you know, if you really in this shit for the long run, you got to get
take
that
the
off.
risk.
You got to keep going. You know what I mean? So that would be the biggest advice. You know what I mean? Because we both done fell for a couple people. You know what I'm saying?
No,
That just,
yeah.
you know, people don't always have your best intentions
Nah,
at heart.
of
No
course,
matter
of
how
course.
genuine you come, no matter how much you want their best interest at heart. Some people just move how they move.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely,
So
definitely.
even coming up in our situation, we learned, you know what I mean? And we went through a couple contracts, and we went through those type of situations and deal. And also, like I said, we had to learn to innovate ourselves.
Exactly,
To be
exactly.
able to start to earn
Yes, sir.
our 100% and own our shit 100% and be able to have full creative control over what
Yep.
we're doing. And it sounds like that y'all found that shit out a little bit early and started moving in that direction. So I'm a little jealous.
Hey, I mean,
I'm definitely in mine, and I want my guys to get that, and I want my people to get that,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
jewel up front, like real talk, how important that is to be able to create the right team around you to have y'all best interest at heart.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
how long did it take y'all to put that together? Just give my people
I mean,
like that struggle. Like,
we still right now. As far as the project, we're still working on it. You know, it's almost done, but you know, there's still a couple of things that we're adding. You know, I'm also you know, coming out as a producer as well. You know, I produced part of that project. You know what I'm saying? So. That feels great. That feels great to me, you know. And I got my guys, you know. Shouts out to Karan, shouts out to Tony Marco, my boy Rashid, you know. Shouts out to Ebony, shouts out to Nashara, you know. Everybody that's part of the team, everybody, John, everybody, you know. And there's others, you know what I'm saying. Mach, you know what I'm saying. You know, we're just coming out as a full.
I mean, shit, moving around, meeting a lot of people, because like you said, everybody make good deals, bad deals. Everybody don't have your best intentions at heart. Like real talk, how was it for you finding the right people around you? Like talk to them.
Well,
how do you judge those type of characters? Like, I just want to give my guys a little bit of jewels, man.
I'm
How
all
do you judge dealing with the right person versus dealing with the wrong person when you conduct business.
God gave me this
Discernment.
Discernment.
We ain't talking discernment.
We're going because it is in us, right?
Let's go.
But you know, I'm good with feeling energies, and you know, I can talk to you, and I can just feel the energy that when I know it's genuine and when I know it's not.
Let's go.
I know when you lying to my face.
Let's go.
I know when you're telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? I can feel it. You know, but I'm not gonna judge you. You know what I mean? I just know how to move accordingly. You know what I mean? And I'm learning that more so now because, you know, like I said back then, I was hothead. I'm gonna fight you. You know what I mean? I'm gonna fight you. You know, if I don't trust you, I ain't fucking with you. But, you know, it starts off with, you know, our main guys. You know, starts off me and him, and you know, my man, you know, Mach. He, you know, he's part of the neighborhood, part of the block.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? He, you know, day ones, you know what I mean? And, you know, getting him, you know, involved, he was cool and brought in my man Rashid. Shouts out to Rashid. Dope producer.
Rashid sound like he got some shit, man.
He man,
Just by the
listen,
name alone, man.
Rashid.
Rashid pulling
Right now, listen, I'm putting this producer, you know, me, Karan, Rashid, and my man Marco, we've created like this, like the Uma type feel. You know, we all of us combine our, you know, we all produce together, and that sounds crazy.
Yeah.
The things that we're coming up with. I mean, you know, great sessions. I've gotten to into this habit where I'm trying to bring everybody. I got guys bringing in their equipment. They're coming to my house. They're, we're making a beat, recording after, I even, I got, we got other artists. They come in, they're doing their thing. Everybody has a part of the collective, and it's beautiful because when we're not working, the rest of the gang are together working, they're linking together. And that's what we wanted. That's where it was greater than us comes about. This is bigger than us. You know what I'm saying? That's where that comes into play.
At this point, it's about pushing the name, not the brand. No individual feelings, no none of that.
Because, we still rap innovators. But we all Innovator Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Innovator Entertainment is the labels, the collective right now. You know what I'm saying? That's what we are.
And I want people to understand that too. We got Rap Innovators, but we also got Innovators Entertainment. So Innovator Entertainment is a whole, like I said, whole other list of artists, whole other list of producers, whole other list of whatever, all collectively come together. And like I said, so you can get this shit, bro.
It can go
no
anytime.
limit. It could be 5 albums dropping at one time.
We could drop a bomb at any time.
Trying to tell you.
How you getting it? How you getting it?
So, man, like I said, I will say tapped in. Like, what y'all got out right now and what y'all would want people to check out right now. Give us that right now. What can we find it at?
Yo, right now, we just dropped Evolution of Man. That's our latest. And Bomb at Any Time is what we pushing. We getting that in the works right now. So
Coming soon, baby.
Soon.
Coming soon.
And that's just to hold you off.
Definitely. I also want to include True Colors Part 3. That's right now. That's our biggest streaming music video. Y'all tune in.
Where can we check it out?
Check it out on YouTube. Check it out on Vivo. It's out there. It's
Apple,
it's
Spotify, whatever.
all over the place. It's love. Shout out John Chandler. It was amazing visual, amazing record. Give you that rap, hip hop. It gives you that hip hop R&B feel.
Did you feel different about that first video, Kings and Queens?
Yeah.
Definitely. Compare now. When we look at these, we come in.
It's still more level.
Still, we're not.
Watch the growth firsthand.
We come in with our ideas written.
Y'all better stop hype for the be on the next one, man. Y'all better stop playing, man. Like real talk. I will say, man. Dope interview, man. I will say I appreciate you guys. Hope this ain't your last time coming on, even when y'all drop the next project. We ain't got a date on it yet. People gonna be looking out for it.
We coming. We'll definitely be back.
Come back. Let us know when y'all drop that. We would love to have you guys, man. Talk about it. Actually have a little view some of them songs. Let my people hear some of that shit, and also y'all give us a couple more jewels, like real talk. But when I say some of the realest, truest hip hop artists and also duos and groups, like it's more than just music. That shit deeper than rap. And if y'all haven't got the story, bro, this shit was happening before they even fucking met each other. If y'all not understanding the story.
One time. Your attention, please. An emergency situation has been confirmed in this area. I repeat, an emergency situation has been confirmed. Code red.
Stop, look, and listen. I've never been the type to ever bug out. The life that I've been living, world is spinning, makes me shut down. But now you see me up in the stew, about to cook out. What's there for me to do now? I changed the way I move now. I start to look up to the heavens. I count my blessings like Big Daddy Kane. Ain't no half stepping, I'm always repping for the people just like us and those that came before us. Watch us how we blow up. I'm never losing focus. I see them haters panicking. I'm moving crowds like packages. Come clean like the damager, and that's some crazy images. You see me in the cinemas. I'm the man like cinema. Rest of y'all are idiots. Your style is mad hideous. Wow. I've been destined since the days of a child. And just watch me what I'm about to do now. Drop a bomb at any time. I could drop a bomb at any time. I could drop a bomb at any time. Not for real words of mine. I could drop a bomb at any time. I could drop a bomb at any time. I could drop a bomb. I could drop a bomb at any time. any time. I could drop a bomb at any time. Not for real, word to mine. I said I could drop a bomb at any time. Look, I could drop a bomb at any time.
I said I could drop a bomb like my niggas Charlie and Ron. Look at the gap between the president and how far that we come. We started young, back when we was rapping for fun, but now we moving like some stars when the camera is on. Who said we done? Barely even started this shit. Still got enough to drop a tape and keep some bars in the clip. Just say the word. I could give a damn what you heard. It hit different when you getting everything you deserve. But yo, that's the beauty of work. Sometimes you gotta come in last just so you can be first. We built this shit from the dirt. It's nothing. Y'all niggas older than we gave it roughin'. Anytime you think it's us believing that we up to something. They say the realest be the hardest to find. Just know that we could drop a bomb at any time. Anytime, say what? I said I could drop a bomb at any time. I could drop a bomb at any time. Not for real, word to mine. I said I could drop a bomb at any time. I could drop a bomb at any time. I could drop a bomb. I could drop a bomb at any time. I could drop a bomb at any time. Not for real, word to mine. I said I could drop a bomb at any time. I could drop a bomb at any time. Yeah.